Hello and welcome to NewFilmmakers Los Angeles. I am delighted to be joined with one of our stars of this month's film festival, Marina, with her fantastic movie, Green Silk. Hi, Marina. It's good to be with you again.
Hi. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for your film. As you know, I absolutely love your film, Green Silk. But for those that haven't seen it, let's take a look at a clip.
«22 de febrero. Querida, te echo de menos. Paso las noches en vela, fumando en mi balcón, con la ausencia de ti en mis manos, imaginándote vestida de verde, bailando en el patio de columnas. Sé que jamás te he visto de ese color, pero en mis sueños te apareces así, como un hermoso fantasma que canta canciones muy antiguas y que solo yo puedo oír».
Marina, thank you so much for bringing Green Silk to us. You know how much I love your film personally, and there was so many great questions and people really enjoyed it at our festival. For those that haven't seen it though, tell us a brief synopsis.
Green Silk talks about the story of a mother and a son. The son mistreats the mother, and the mother tries to make a bubble to imagine that she is living another life.
Marina, I was really so intrigued to find out how you found out to make this film, where the inspiration came from. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how you came to make this story into a film.
Well, it's a little bit sad. I was reading the newspaper and I read the news who talked about that son had killed his mother, and the mother was having mistreatment for a long time, and she has a diary where she write that, and I thought that he was it was terrible, obviously, and I started to write the script, and I was involved in a very toxic relationship. So I think that I was talking about myself, but I didn't know it, and it helped me to end with the relationship.
Marina, your actors were incredible. They gave mesmerizing performances, and I just want to thank you for raising this story and also what you had to go through as well, because there's so many people across the world that have been in horrible situations, hopefully not as bad as this situation. And well done for making a film about this, because it's very, very, very important. What I loved about your style and how you approached it, as hard as it was to watch, you didn't shy away from anything. You really showed us through physical, through mental, abuse, through words, how harmful this is. And I love that you show all perceptions of that. Was it important for you to really show all the sides of abuse, and particularly in this situation, this story?
Yes, I was interested in the contrast between the mistreatment, the story about the mother and the son, and the story about the mother alone with the radio, because she imagines that she's living a love story. So the contrast was very important.
I love that contrast in there. I think that was, again, a detail, was that made the film so unique. I just want to say that, again, I want to know how you discovered your actors, because, the mother, I just wanted to give her a big hug. I just felt so hard for her. And then, of course, your lead guy played a very, a role that I'm sure was also difficult to play as well. Tell us a little about your process, but also how you work with your actors as well.
Okay, so we make the casting, and obviously it came a lot of people. But when I saw the mother, was like, okay, she must be. And she's very fired. She's fired, completely fired. And the work with her was, okay, you have to moderate it. You have to watch the ground and don't say nothing. And with the boy, he's fired too. But obviously, we couldn't stop. We couldn't start on the top. We have to do increasing, And one day, the police in the middle of the day come, because they thought that a neighbor called, because they thought that it was happening something bad. And suddenly, in that moment, I know that we are going to do a good way.
What was the hardest part, the biggest challenge in making your film?
Well, obviously it's a low budget film, so we make the film with nothing of money, and with the cameras, the old cameras of the university, and the camera used to turn off because it was over hot. So we have to make all the scenes one time, and then we cut, we stop, and it's difficult for the motion with the actors.
I'm so curious because, you know, I would love to know, like, we loved your film at New Filmmakers LA, and we really hope that you enjoyed it with us. But what's the reaction been from your film, from others? Because I'm so glad you made this story. I'm curious what other people have thought about it as well. And with that being said, what did you want your audience to take from the film?
Okay, so what the thing is that the film has been in Turkey, has been a lot of work, and obviously at the end of all the representations, a lot of women come and say to me, "Thank you," and it's like, okay, it's the best thing that cineasta can have. And I will say with my film that when you are living a very bad situation, I have a lot of imagination, so I used to make a bubble and say nothing is happening. I think that if you want to change, if you want to be free, and you have to take the in the way that you can. Obviously, you have to act. You have to know that you don't have to make a bubble. You have to see the reality.
I love that, and I'm you know, it makes me very excited to see, you know, the places you're going to take us in many more of your films. And you know, I'm curious, like, moving forward, is there particular genres or films, storytelling you want to tell in your future? And then what is next for you?
Now I'm working on a short film that talks about the guilty, and it has an award from Spain, and we are going to make a co-production. And then I have a novel, a science fiction novel, and I would like to write the script for the series.
Well, firstly, it was lovely to have you at New Filmmakers LA in partnership with Evolution and Mallorca International Film Festival. Like, it's been so special. There's so much talent coming from your island of Mallorca. It's amazing. It was so great to have you part of us. You know, I really love just how raw your storytelling is, and I really am so excited to see much more of your work. And I just want to finalize by just asking a question. Just want to finalize by asking a question to you. As we've got a filmmaking audience, is there any advice you would share with anybody out there regards to your filmmaking so far, or anything you can go by to help other filmmakers?
Well, my advice would be that obviously you have to be patient sometimes because you need money, and you have to be patient, but not too many patient, because sometimes you have to do the things with what you have. If you have an old camera, do it with the old camera. Don't wait.
I love that, and I love that you said. Remember, you said in this film that you had camera. You was trying to work the camera out, and you still made it, which was brilliant. Exactly. And I think the fact you just made it anyway is really great. Well, listen, Marina, thank you so much. I can't wait to have you at New Filmmakers LA in person for your next films, and come and experience, and welcome to our filmmaking family. But thank you very much for Green Silk, and I think it should be seen all over the world, so I hope it continues to do so. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Danny. Thank you for your work.
Thank you.